Well, happy Election Day. The Seattle Kraken are trying to snap a 3-game losing streak on the road in Denver tonight. Game wraps up a 5-game road trip that started rather well with an 8-2 win in Montreal. The offense has fallen on hard times since, however, scoring just 1 goal in 3 games. The puck drops at 6 o'clock, game broadcast on Kong TV. Well, the Seahawks head into the bye week with way more questions than answers following an overtime loss to the Rams on Sunday, while Geno Smith led Seattle to a game-tying touchdown to force overtime. He was also sacked 7 times and threw 3 interceptions. Coach Mike Macdonald says they're going back to the drawing board to figure out what the wrong steps have been.
We're on our way. It's not where we want to be. It's not where we expected to be. But I feel like we are. I think we're resilient as heck. I mean, our guys, we face, I mean, you can just go week by week on the adversity that we faced. A lot of it is self-inflicted adversity, and great football teams don't do that. They eliminate drag. They go they go forward fast together. We're going together. We're just not going fast, right now. So it's our job as coaches to really eliminate that drag and make it clear for the guys. And we might, like I said last night, you got to go into these things with mentality that everything's kind of on the table, So that's you got to go with an open mind, open your lens up a little bit, and go back to work. So, but our guys we'll talk to them here in a minute. We'll meet today, and then we'll move forward.
As far as Geno is concerned, Macdonald says they have no choice but to be better along the offensive line to keep Smith upright through the games.
We got to do a better job of taking care of Geno, throughout the course of the game. I mean, that's we have to be more efficient on those early downs so teams aren't teeing off on us on 2nd and long, and it's hard. It's hard. Now, in those situations, we do have, at the end of the day, we got to be ball dominant. So we can't put the ball in harm's way. Geno knows that. I know that's why he's really hard on himself right now. But it is more of a reflection of us as a football team than just Geno when the quarterback's getting hit. So we got to do a better job.
Players were at the facility for meetings and treatment yesterday and will have the rest of the week off. Coaching staff working all week during the bye to figure things out before they step on the field in a couple of Sundays against the 49ers. Well, the Mariners have 2 Gold Glove winners in their midst. Cal Raleigh and Dylan Moore were rewarded for their prowess in the field by the American League over the weekend. Raleigh is the first catcher in Mariner history to win the award. Moore played in a utility role for Seattle last season, playing every position except for pitcher and catcher. The Wenatchee Wild continue their longest homestand of the season this weekend with the games on Friday and on Saturday. Wenatchee will host the Red Deer Rebels on Friday night at 7 o'clock, and then Portland comes to town on Saturday at 6. According to the voice of the Wild, Austin Drade, having Daniel Hauser back in net will help a great deal.
Good to have him back, and I think it's an emotional lift for the guys too. Your top 2 goaltenders are out of the lineup, and your Zach Zahara is not a bad 3rd goaltender by any means, but you're getting by with your 3rd and your 4th goaltender, and you're trying to score enough and get some big saves from them just to keep you in games and to win a few along the way. And to have Daniel back, I think is. It's going to be big for this club. Number one, because of the emotional lift, but he's got the talent to steal you a few games. He stole us a few big saves in those highlights we just saw.
Hauser stopped 32 of 35 shots on goal Saturday in Wenatchee's 7-3 victory over Edmonton. Friday's game at the Town Toyota Center is proud to be an American night. Drade says Saturday's game will be an even larger event.
Military Appreciation Night is always one of our biggest nights. CMI Orchards is always, we're always happy to have them partnering with us on that night, but it'll be a Military Appreciation Night. We'll have some extra pomp and circumstance surrounding the game. Those 1,000 tickets that David was able to sell on the patio at the TTC, those will be used that night as well. So hoping to see a lot of veterans, a lot of military folks out at the game on Saturday night. We'll have hats to give away from CMI as well.
About the giveaway. Okay.
Yep. So we'll have that. We'll have our special jersey auction that night. Guys will be wearing their jerseys Friday and Saturday. So we're looking forward to that one. That one will be one of our biggest crowds of the year, maybe the biggest one, at least up to the first of the year.
Go to WenatcheeWildHockey.com for information and buy tickets for the big weekend coming up in the Wolves' Den. Well, postseason tournaments either get going or resume today across north central Washington. We're talking prep sports here. District 5 2A girls soccer tournament finishes up in Grandview with East Valley facing Selah. The loser-out game that followed is, by the way, the championship between Ellensburg and Prosser at 6:30 tonight. District 5-6 1A tournament moves to the next round at 3 sites tonight. Cashmere is hosting Natchez Valley for the district championship. Cascade is hosting Cowan-Benton. Royal taking on Wahluke tonight as well. The play-in games for the Big 9 district tournament is tonight with Eastmont hosting Davis while Eisenhower visits Moses Lake. The winners will move on to face one another Thursday night at the higher seed while the losers' season is over. District play-in games are also being held for Big 9 teams in volleyball tonight. Eastmont's on the road at Moses Lake, and that's a loser-out contest. The other matchup finds Eisenhower at West Valley. Winners will advance to the district tournament. That'll be Saturday in Wenatchee. Waterville is the site for the District 5 1B volleyball tournament. Semifinal matches tonight. Antioch takes on Soap Lake, and then Moses Lake Christian and Waterville Mansfield will start at 7 o'clock. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.